how's it going? Back down here in Southern Oregon, and I've been given the opportunity to prospect and dredge on a patented claim. And this patented claim is both lode and placer. And right now the lode portions are kind of off limits due to winter conditions and such, but there's plenty of placer to go after. I brought my 4-inch dredge that I've been modifying and setting up. And right now, because it's late in the day and it gets dark at like 4 p.m. right now this time of year, I'm just gonna do some exploring, some metal detecting, and maybe some test panning, I don't know. But definitely metal detecting. So let's start there, and I'll bring you along for the journey. Hopefully I find some color. Hopefully I found a lot of color. We will find out. We'll see you in a little bit. Oh, stick in the eye. So here's the wash that we're gonna try doing some metal detecting. There's also some exposed veins along some road cuts and stuff nearby that I'm also gonna do some metal detecting. So by the way, I'm using a Equinox 800 for this trip, and it's pretty much the same technology as the Gold Monster. Was it 1000 or something like that? But it's not packaged in a user-friendly manner so much. I've done a lot of metal detecting for silver coins and stuff with this, so I'm fairly familiar with it. But right now I'm picking up some signals that are higher up towards nickel and copper. And when I get a signal that's closer to what I've seen gold with this before, because I have found pickers with it before, I will bring you back to it. So with this Equinox, most of the gold I find is down between like the 1 to 4 range. So this is pretty low. Most of the other signals I've been getting are from the bedrock, and they're all like 10 and above. So this is my first signal under 10, and it's repeatable. But so I'm gonna dig it, see what happens. It might be a lead bolt or something. Good old 22 shell. Yeah, I'll put that in the pouch. No sense leaving garbage out here. Just stumbled across a really nice piece of pyrite. Maybe a little bit of copper in there too. Nice green. Alright, so this is day 2. Metal detecting last night didn't really work out all that well. Didn't find any good signals yet. I might go back to that, I'm not sure yet. So later yesterday evening I went and set up the dredge, and I was having a couple difficulties with it, but started again this morning. Pretty much figured that out, and so I'm down here at the creek. Here's the dredge setup. I got down below freezing last night, so I got out of the water to let my feet thaw out. I did find one nice little picker in here, so that's a good sign. Take that screen out and See if I can't find any more. So that's what was up in the little inspection mat. For the amount of material I ran, I was hoping for more than that. I'm going to clean out the first top 2 or 3 riffles and see how that looks. There was pretty much nothing in the top 3 riffles there, so I think that's where I was digging this morning. I think I might jump in front of these big rocks up here and try that. Sitting here in a rocking chair next to the fire, full stomach, couple shots of whiskey. I mean, on a dredging weekend, in a cabin, out in the mountains. Could it possibly get any better? This is day 3. Pretty frosty again last night. Back down here at the dredge site, and spoke to the claim owner, and he thinks maybe I'm missing the pay streak a little bit. And on this hole, he didn't see me do any test panning or anything because he'd already hit pretty good gold there, and he didn't clean out the bottom of his hole on bedrock very well from what he said. So I'm going to clean out his old hole, and then I'm going to try and find that pay streak again, see what happens. That's my inspection mat after my morning run on day 3, cleaning up the old dredge hole and doing a little bit of exploring. Well, it's getting pretty late in the day on my 3rd day. I have doubled or tripled the size of my hole. I've been moving a lot of ground today. Everything in the foreground right here was the old dredge pit, and I've expanded all the way around the perimeter of it. I think I'm going to take this out next, seeing if the pay streak maybe came over this way. But bedrock's going up that way. There's a ledge there, flattens out there, and I just haven't been able to get on the pay streak anywhere. So this is probably my last day dredging up here. I'm going to take that out and probably just go straight up the creek right there, see what happens. But I'm having fun. Sun never really did hit me. That was about the most of it all day. So still kind of frozen. Having to shovel out my tailings pile, that's getting old. But all in all, still having a great time. Just as the sun's going down, I might have finally found the pay streak. Looks like I'm pulling an all-nighter. Back at the house, cleaning cons, little gold cube action. After the last run, when it got dark, my best clean out on the creek. I said I'd work an all-nighter. I ended up doing just one more run because the next test didn't turn out. It's pretty much on par with all the other runs minus the best one. So I just packed it up and went back up to the cabin, spent the night, did a little more metal detecting the next day with no good hits, but I did collect some ore, which will probably be in a future video. Here we are at the weigh-in. I was hoping to get 2 grams for that trip, but I think I'm going to fall short. That's 0.6 on the small stuff. And go ahead and spill the big stuff. Alright, well, holding right there at 1. So yeah, that was half of what I kind of felt like my minimum was for that trip, but I learned a lot on that creek. Definitely has me intrigued. I want to go back, and I have the claim owner's permission to go back. I'm going to meet him there and hopefully get another video there. I also have a couple other videos I want to do in Southern Oregon, so I'll be out there doing that this winter and spring. Stay tuned.